What's up, friends? Matt Koenig here. Just wanted to come live with you today to share some cool stuff. So we're going to talk about how you can help people even though you may not feel like you're qualified. So I'm going to talk about that with you today. I've been reading a really great book, Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, known for ClickFunnels. Guy's pretty awesome. And he was talking about some really interesting stuff in the book. So I just want to kind of come through. I want to share this with you, and I want to make sure, I hopefully at the end of this Facebook Live today, you'll be inspired to help someone else. So like I said, I've been reading the book Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. And, one of the things I've always struggled with is sometimes I feel like, I'm not going to go stream about something, or I'm not going to tell people, hey, here's what you should do, because maybe I'm hitting a rough spot, right? What if you are wildly successful, but then you make a bad investment and you lose a ton of money? Does that mean, well, you shouldn't help other people? You shouldn't tell other people how they can do better? Well, here's one great thing that I picked up from reading some of Expert Secrets this weekend, and that's this. You're an expert to someone. See, people are always looking to better their life. People always want something new. What's weird, by the way, as I'm looking, hey, what's up, Doc? Good to see you. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Mauro? Here's a funny thing. When I look into this, I always feel like my head's crooked. So then I feel like I should go like this. Anyways, not relevant, but just figured I'd tell you. So here's the thing. As I was reading Expert Secrets, though, I realized I've started a few companies, had some good successes, hit some roadblocks, right? Lost some money, made some partnership decisions that have worked great, some that have not. So sometimes I wrestle with and I go, well, how can I help someone else if right now I'm not exactly where I'm not at the end of the path yet, right? Like, we've got a company that we're growing that we'd like to sell, for an astronomical amount, but it's not ready to sell yet. Well, I mean, it actually is, but it's not where we'll get the valuation we want yet. So we're growing the book of business first, right? The customer base. So here's the thing. In this book, Expert Secrets, what's up, Katie? What's up, Matt Raymond? In the book, Expert Secrets, Russell Brunson said something that was pretty profound to me and pretty inspiring, and I want to share it with you because I hope it will inspire you to want to help others too. And here's what he said. He said, if you think of your life kind of like a book, right? You think of your life like a book, you may not be done with the book yet, right? I take a lot of notes in my books, by the way. He said, but you might be on chapter 2, right? Or chapter 3. But there's somebody else who's just starting the book, right? So if you think of your life like a book, you might only be at chapter 2 or chapter 3, but you know what you can do? You can help the people that are in chapter 1 of their life, the people that haven't even picked up the book yet. A lot of people, people that know me know my background, and I say it briefly all the time, but I grew up a poor kid. And when I say poor kid, I don't mean like, I didn't get to drive a brand new Lexus when I was a kid, so I was poor. I mean, like, growing up, I had zero zip zilch, like nothing. A lot of times, my dad was a hardworking dude, really hardworking dude, actually, and tried really hard. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, he didn't get ahead. He couldn't get ahead. He just could never seem to find a way to get out in front of stuff. And so as hard as he tried, he never had much to offer, at least not financially. Okay. He wanted to go fishing, do stuff like that. And I was kind of a skateboarder butthole kid, so I wasn't always in. But when I say, what's up, Michael Diaz, Bobby Phillips, what up, Styles? I love that your name's Styles on Facebook. What's up, Mike Phillips? But when I say I grew up poor, I mean, like, I grew up poor. Like, oftentimes we live in, a trailer that, would literally have holes in the floor with a board over it. Or, the one that my grandparents had that they moved out of because they moved into my great-grandparents' house because their trailer was just so run down. And we lived in that. Or we'd live in an apartment that didn't even have screens or air conditioning, or, bats would get in. My dad often would do contractor work, construction work. So as he was doing work for other people, sometimes he would be renovating a house or an apartment, and we'd get to live there until it was done. So to go from that to then doing pretty okay in automotive, when I left the retail side in 2005, right? Had a good salary, didn't have any debt except my house and my boat at that time. Just so to go from that and to then getting trying to start a company and just failing miserably in the end of 2005, lost every single thing I had, almost bankrupt, literally no money. Like, how do I want to explain this? Like, not even grocery money. Like, people from my church group dropping food on the porch. That bad back then. To then getting a really amazing opportunity from cars.com and then learning what would then become really my future profession, right? Learning to be an outside salesperson, learning to work in the vendor side with automotive dealers, because I only had the limited insight of being on the retail side, but I didn't even really understand the vendor side. Cars.com had found me, and Monster.com gave me a great opportunity to do that, which then led me to becoming a sales training manager for Cars.com, where I was teaching our salespeople how to work with dealers so they weren't going in there blowing smoke, being stupid when I was there. And then also doing training for automotive dealers, going in and teaching them how to do digital marketing better, which made me fall in love with doing stuff in digital. From there, I tried to start another company in 2010. After 4 years with Cars.com, I tried it again and went through a divorce, failed, and went bankrupt. Literally everything gone. Every single thing I owned, gone. Now, I'm telling you this for a reason. Because after that, I went from bankrupt, divorced, busted, broke, nothing, to then getting called by Edmunds. And they said, listen, we've been trying to launch a program direct with dealers for a while, and it's not working. They tried it with another large automotive vendor, and that one overpriced their product when they took it to market, and it failed. So they said, can you come launch this for us? So I had the privilege and the honor of launching Edmunds direct to dealer program, the program that many of you dealers buy right now when you list your inventory. I launched that program, went out and sold the first dealers, brought it to market, flew around nationally, and brought that program to light. Now, I tell you this because I grew up from being a kid living in trailers with holes in the floors to then doing that and launching one of the most successful rollouts for the number one automotive authoritative site in the world. Edmunds.com is that. And I had the privilege and honor of launching that direct-to-dealer program. So now here's why I tell all of you this, because I've since launched a couple other companies. Some did well. Some we've lost, oh my gosh, we're, $1 million deep in and working to get it to where it's profitable because it's only break even. Some where we've just lost our tail. And so when you go through those tough times and you go through those moments of loss, sometimes you forget how far you've come. And you think, gosh, how in the heck, how could I help someone else get better? And you may be feeling that right now. Maybe you're a car salesperson. Maybe you're a sales trainer. Maybe you work at a drive-thru somewhere. Maybe you've got a dream of doing something bigger, but maybe you're like, how could I help? Gosh, I'm just a drywall guy. I'm just a fast food worker. I'm just a mom. I'm just a single dad. I'm just a single mom. I'm just a housewife, a house husband. I'm just a stand-up comic working at a Jimmy John's, wherever you're at. Think of your life, like Russell Brunson said. Think of your life like a book. Maybe you're only in chapter 3 right now. But there's so many people who haven't even started the book. They're not even, maybe there's people that are just in chapter 1. See, the key isn't, you don't have to be the foremost authoritative expert in the entire universe to bring value to people. Don't have to. As Russell Brunson says in Expert Secrets, you just have to be one step ahead of the people that you're trying to help. I thought that is a pretty awesome thing to hear. That was inspiring to me this weekend. So I say to you, my friends, maybe you're thinking, what's up, Gary May? What's up, Damian Boudreau? Clinton Bramlett? Sean Moffitt? Good to see you guys. Nikki Harris, good to see you. Kylan, good to see you, bro. So I say this to you, my friends. Listen, you may have like an idea, a dream, a passion, something you want to do. Maybe you just have a vision for serving people, for helping people better their lives. And maybe you've been stalled because you went, but you know what? My life's not perfect. I don't have all my shit together. I don't have everything figured out yet. My companies haven't, I haven't done $40 million a year. I haven't sold a company for $1 million plus yet. How in the heck can I help anyone? And I tell you this, there's somebody who's not as far along in the journey as you are. Say that again. There's someone not as far along in the journey as you are, which means right now there's someone you can help, someone whose life you can make a difference in. So I want to encourage you, friends, if you got a passion and desire to help other people grow, if you want to see people be successful, you want to see people have a better life, you want to help someone, then don't wait. Don't wait for permission. You don't need permission to love on other people. Right, Damien? You don't need permission to love on other people. You don't need permission to help people better their lives. All you need to do is be one step ahead so you can reach back and pull them along with you. Mike said, regardless of where you're at, I looked all like Gilbert Gottfried. I'm going to make the voice of the parrot from Aladdin. That's right, Clinton, Rockstar Auto Conference. Mike Phillips said this, regardless of where you're at, you may be just the one to give someone else the right value today. True story. Dara said, absolutely. Clinton said, for sure. Great message. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Listen, as you go out there today, look for someone you can help. Look for someone you can serve. Look for someone you can love on. And here's the thing. The only way you can consistently do that is to better yourself. And I tell you that because why? Because I keep trying and hitting hiccups and then starting over again. I want to encourage you this. It's never too late for you to start over or to make a change for the better. But you got to keep growing. You got to keep educating yourself. I can tell you now, part of my daily regimen every single day. I co-own a company, the only one that does true Spanish marketing for dealers in the United States, like true Spanish websites, the only Spanish classified site in automotive that's actually real Spanish all the way through. We're the only ones that own it. And I got a D in Spanish. Now, I don't do the translation, mind you. But here's the thing. I had to get committed, right? So every day, started this last week, and I'll show you guys this. Every single day, every single day, boom, Rosetta Stone. That's it, every single day. That's how I start my day, with Rosetta Stone. I keep talking about wanting to get healthier, cut meat out of my diet, thanks to the What the Health documentary. But how do you commit to it? I'll tell you how. Because this is pears and strawberries and blueberries and bananas, and that's breakfast, right? Why? Because you can talk about it or you can be about it. And what I see is this. Clinton said this first. He said, we help ourselves along in our journey by bringing others with us, moving them even past us. True story. Few things are better for your life than helping someone else. When we help someone else, we grow, we learn from them, and we learn more about who we are. That's pretty exciting. See, here's what I noticed there's a lot of in the automotive industry. And there's a lot of this in the world. But I notice a lot of it in the automotive industry. And that's this. We do a lot of talking about it, but we don't do a lot of being about it. And yes, Styles, it is yummy. We do a lot of talk about it, but we don't do a lot of be about it in this industry. What do I mean by that? I mean, we talk about how we desire to help people, but then people message us or call us and we don't do crap for them. That happens so much in this industry. Or we won't answer a question or help unless someone's got their credit card out, right? It's pretty sad. Here's the crazy thing, though. If we love on people, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying be taken advantage of, right? Listen, if you make your living training, serving, whatever, and somebody asks you for help, you give them help. Now, if they become they're 20 or 30 hours a week of your time, then maybe they should also respect your time and pay you for your time and advice. But what I'm saying is this. If you're a trainer, if you're a coach, if you're a leader, if you're a human, which is all of you, if someone asks you for some advice, some help, some guidance, if you can help, take a moment and offer to help, right? If your day allows it, take a moment and be that for somebody. But I'll wrap it up with this. Again, this inspiration came from reading Russell Brunson's book, Expert Secrets. Tell you what, I will pop a link for you guys to get a copy of this book. I will share a link. When this is all done, I'm going to go back in the comments. I'll post a link and I'll pin it to the top, so you don't even have to Google search it. Give me 10 minutes and I'll have it shared in here. But I want to share this with you guys as I wrap it up. What's up, Ryan Coughlin? Thanks for jumping in, man. I want to share this as I wrap it up. Because remember this, you don't have to be the first foremost expert in your space, in your industry, to be able to help someone improve. All you've got to do is just be one step ahead of them in the path, so you can reach back and help them get to where you're at. And if you keep growing, you keep learning, you'll be able to bring them along with you. And that, I got to tell you, it's a pretty darn good feeling. And here's the other neat thing, right? Money comes with it. Right? When you become that person everybody sees and says, man, I love that person. I love listening to them. I love connecting with them. I love tuning into them. I love learning from them. All of a sudden people say, hey, I want to learn from you too. I want to connect with you too. I want to grow too. And then they start wanting to pay you for it, which is pretty amazing. So there you go, friends. Listen, I want to say thank you so much to every single one of you that tuned in live. Thank you for all the comments. I really appreciate them. Thanks for the hearts and the thumbs up and the loves. And thank you to those of you, the 76% that'll watch this afterwards. Clinton, you brought it up earlier, and I would be doing everyone a disservice if I didn't mention it. Go to rockstarautoconference.com. You want to change your life? I can tell you right now, my man Damian Boudreaux, who's going to be the closing keynote on day 2, Damian's session alone is worth every single penny of the ticket price. He will change your life. He will change your life. Not only will he change your life, he'll change your bank account too, because when your life changes for the better, you'll see other blessings come along with that. So I'm telling you right now, go to rockstarautoconference.com. Damian's session alone is worth it. And here's the best part. There's 15 other sessions in that 2 days that are going to change your life, change your income, and change your outlook on your career. So join us, would you? Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. I really appreciate every single one of you guys and girls. Now go out there and make your day amazing.